We are tuned in to Montreal for ESWC. We are about to start our second game of the day, which is going to have Cloud9 in action. And I've completely forgotten who they're playing against. KEYD
On Overpass.
on Overpass, indeed. So, we thought we were waiting for the liquid match to end, but then surprise, we're into the pistol. So, KEYD is going to be starting onto the CT side. fREAKAZOiD going to be the first to push, but Steel going to find the frag. Flash is coming in. That's 2 frags for Steel. Make that 3. boltz getting Shroud after Shroud trays onto Steel. So, all of a sudden, only nothing is remaining with the bomb down as well. He has no choice but to push this, and he will be facing multiple guns. Nades coming in as well, but Fallen will find a frag.
And it looked like one of the Cloud9 players actually didn't get blind by the flash and just missed maybe 10 bullets from the back there. And considering Steel managed to get another kill after that one, it's just a big mistake from Cloud9 there. They will, however, go for the force by now, and they have 3 Molotovs, so I'm guessing they have something planned here.
Fingers crossed. It could be the fast push. Again, I always refer to the old Mike's and G lineup that had MS on other people. They had a really nice execute onto the B bomb site with running Molotovs to the barrels and other places. And it could be a slow setup, but we'll see if they get spotted by some of these players. Again, Steel is in position to find out some info for his team. Indeed, info he will find. So, they still got these 3 Molotovs. Shroud starting to get tagged down, so it's time to execute Cloud9. Let's see what you've got. Still 2 players over towards the A site for KEYD. Waiting are Cloud9. No flanks coming in from the CTs, however. And they're positioning themselves to go in backwards, it seems, with this flashbang from fREAKAZOiD. But is it ever going to come? Indeed, they're just around the corner now, going for the smoke plant as well, which they should just about get, actually. Gares getting the bomb down for his team. And they're still holding 2 Molotovs. Oh, they're going for the to try and stop the diffusers from coming in. So they've only got 1 Molotov left, and Gares is against 5, so this is not going to work out for him. He may not even get a chance. They're putting a smoke on onto the bomb just in case. So it was a nice idea, but didn't get them any kills.
Yeah, the biggest flaw with that idea is that it's very likely that the CTs will have a smoke, which means they can just smoke the bomb, and there's nothing you can do about it. So, kind of a funky strat there from Cloud9, but it's interesting to see them trying something new.
Yep.
A very, very good setup from KEYD. Just playing back, that's exactly how you should defend the B site versus a force buy. Just never push towards monster or sewers, just play that defensive. It's so much better.
Okay, so Cloud9 with numbers heading through the connector area might give them an opportunity to pinch C, although there's no lurker towards B, and indeed they're going to go up towards A. Through the toilets maybe, we'll have to see. Again, KEYD playing the sites, they're not going to overextend, so they will be defending in the numbers. There's initial smokes coming down to flush out the choke point, no pun intended.
And a full eco here with only 1 smoke, so just looking to get some kills, maybe the plan.
Okay, well, 1 person spotted, and zqkS may see others coming. That's 3 going in their direction that they would have spotted now. That's 3 frags they found. 2 more soon to come as well. That FAMAS getting in lots of work.
Yeah, flawless round there from KEYD, so they will be able to build up a small bank. However, they have 3 FAMASes, 1 Scout and 1 P90. Question is, will they upgrade? And it seems like they're just going to stick with these weapons for now. The P90 is actually quite good on Overpass. We have seen Flasha use it. Even though he can afford an M4, he actually opted to go for the P90.
Alright, so Cloud9 on the buy. Shroud finding the first frag. Skadoodle on the AWP. Still a bunch of nades here for Cloud9 and that man advantage. Let's see how they can use it, and if KEYD will turn up the aggression. boltz moving forward towards the toilets area a little bit. Oh, sorry, he's on B, so I guess he's in the sewers, excuse me. But the A site plays, in fact, are playing quite deep. Looks like they want to play the rotation game and retake with numbers, as opposed to being isolated further up the map. Cloud9 seem to be keen on A at the moment. Bomb still in a passive position with support towards the playground area, starting to head towards long now. So no lurkers for Cloud9. Just going to commit here to A. And KEYD Stars are starting to maybe get a rotation from boltz. He's just having a look through the sewer area, while KEYD Stars will have 3 people ready and waiting on the A site. There's a blind zqkS. He would have seen the player in long. See if Cloud9 can get a plant with these smokes. Fer gonna get a Molotov kill. And there is a bit of a gap actually. Fallen running through the smoke, but Skadoodle will be covering, getting multiple frags. 2 frags for him, 2 frags for Shroud. And that is KEYD on their second buy.
Just excellent mid-round calling there from Sharon Gares. You get the entry kill, you fall back, you play together, you go for the execute afterwards. 3 people long, 2 people toilets, maybe a small detail. The bomb should go like toilets because you can rotate back then, but still a very, very good round there from Cloud9.
Alright, so super successful round for Cloud9, but that's going to cause the double AWPs for KEYD Stars, bringing out all the guns quite literally in response to Cloud9's first score on the board. 3 people in the B bomb site for KEYD at the moment, with only 1 player, that's zqkS, just going in to find some information, still choosing to play passively, playing from the sites, are the Brazilian team. We'll see if their formation changes as this half continues. zqkS is holding a line onto long. He's got to look out for this boost, however. In fact, he's moved away just as the boost comes in from Cloud9. So, C9 with Sean Gares just in the toilets area with the rest of his team in long. But when will they be spotted by the KEYD Stars? They don't really have anybody watching the angle. And look how close the T's are. They're going to find KEYD completely unprepared for this, holding nades out with no one covering long at all. 2 fast frags for Cloud9. Bomb goes down as well. Smokes all over the place. And this round may already be over.
Yeah, KEYD Stars needs to save. And I'm very surprised that KEYD Stars didn't try to regain control of long. Sure, they had a guy jumping there in the beginning, but that guy was forced back due to the AWP from Cloud9. But what you usually see from teams is that they pop flash for another teammate and just try to regain control of long, at least try to gain some information, because you can't really let 4 players walk up long on you like that.
I'm not sure if the CTs even spotted the long guys. I think he started moving to toilets just before they started peeking.
In that case, it must be some kind of miscommunication for KEYD Stars.
zqkS was watching it, and before they, I don't know if they peeked the side first, but when they started jumping up, he was already towards the toilets area, and no one seemed to be covering it, and they had nades out towards toilets and just went down for free. And that's going to put them on the 4th buy with the guns they saved in the previous round. Fallen going for the Mag 7. Now you can see the formation changing for KEYD Stars with some aggression here, but Cloud9 just going to walk straight through, and nothing. Will find a frag onto boltz in the barrel area. Very important frag there. Shroud taking down Fer in the balcony as well, so KEYD Stars look like they're headed towards the eco. No frags yet, only Shroud and nothing taking some damage on the entries. But again, another round in favour of Cloud9 here. And this is a map they've been practicing hard recently. They were practicing this a lot in preparation for Virtus.pro at Gfinity. So they will be well versed on it.
Yeah, very impressive stuff here from Cloud9, and I like the way they're playing different rounds every single round, in the sense that now they went for a B execute the round before that, they went for a long execute, and the round before that they just did a default, which ended in an A execute. So it's very nice to see that Cloud9 is doing a lot of different things, which makes it hard for KEYD to make a read on them. And that round, just a simple B push, just getting 3 entry kills right away.
When C9 recently came to London, they had a bootcamp evening in our offices here in our gaming room, and I sat behind them watching them practice things and executes on this map, and there are more executes to come, that's for sure. So only the Mag 7 really surviving from the previous round. We'll see how Fallen chooses to use it. But we're going to have some aggression from KEYD Stars down long, down short as well. Flash is coming in. Skadoodle going to go for the peek there. Will he find anything? That Mag 7 getting in close, finding 1 frag. zqkS finding the second one into fREAKAZOiD. Trades for both sides. But KEYD have to be happy with how things have gone so far. Now there are 3 Ts all around Skadoodle's body there. They do not want KEYD picking up these weapons. Maybe they can find some way of disposing them, but there are so many angles for them to cover at the same time. You can see where Fer is already in the T entrance 2 connector. So they're going to have to be very careful. And Sean, I think he just threw the AWP over the wall, actually. Very smart stuff. And I think the other gun was disposed of as well. Timing still not going to find a frag onto nothing there. So 3 versus 2. KEYD have some information. boltz will go for the rotate. And fr will go for the flank. Looking for the guns, but the guns have been rid of. And that's the smart play there by C9. Only the Mag 7 to find. So boltz had the potential to do something, but he got taken out pretty quickly by Shroud. Oh, fr could get 2 here. They're almost lining up for him, but Sean will spin around and shoot him straight in the face. That was unfortunate. For a split second, they were just lined up there for the bowling ball, but the bowling ball never came.
Yeah, it would have been better for him there if he had a 5-7, I guess. Still 2 kills is okay. Maybe they wanted more considering they did save that Mag 7. Let's see if they try to go aggressive here on long. Only having 1 guy there. 3 players towards A though for KEYD Stars.
Yeah, they've got the buyout once again, AWP, and quite reasonable nades as well. That consecutive loss bonus kicking in, so that's going to be a nice flashbang. If that was a HE, that would have been astonishing, but Cloud9 get the first frag regardless, and they've taken the site relatively easily here. fr has a small opportunity, but he can't find the angle through the corner of the smoke. 2 plays left for KEYD Stars, and this is looking like a disaster now. Cloud9 already with 4 rounds on the board, and KEYD are definitely headed towards Eco this time. Just $200 on these 2 players. They need to hold on to these weapons if they can.
And once again, a very good call there from Cloud9 doing the fast monster push. Because if you notice that the Cetus doesn't smoke monster right away, or if the Cetus doesn't have someone who peeks deep into monster, you can easily punish that by walking 4 people out right away. Because as soon as you get to the other end of the tunnel, you can just run out and you gain so much ground so fast, it's almost impossible for the Cetus to stop you.
Okay, so I believe KEYD lost to Flipside earlier with Hiko top fragging and Simple bottom fragging. So this is a match that KEYD Stars will definitely need to win. Cloud9 though, 5 rounds on the board of a possible 8 so far. Definitely look good going forward. So KEYD Stars, again, they're just saving just enough weapons to get these force buys out, but they're still losing the rounds. Sean, not having his gun prepared, but still manages to find a frag, surviving with 11 HP, so a bit of a lucky one for him, but that's going to make the difference here for Cloud9. Nice flash coming out. It's going to force their CTs away. So Cloud9 will continue to advance and take map control. Again, they've got no lurkers towards the B bomb site. I'm wondering if KEYD will start to get aggressive here in these coming rounds, because if they can find out this information, it could get them back onto the scoreboard. Could have a spray down here from zqkS. Finds a second player, but he's going to move back and survive rather than be traded. But again, Sean only has 11 HP. And there he goes. 3 versus 3 now. And there's still 1 CT over towards the B bomb site, as all the A players are towards A. .40 seconds left on the clock here, so the body bag's definitely going to continue. fREAKAZOiD with a nice snap onto boltz there. Early advantage. zqkS evening things up, but his position is known now. Only a flashbang left for Cloud9. And the other player is unidentified. Finally, the flank is coming in, but is it going to come in time? zqkS goes down, Fallen in position, takes down the bomb. Now we've got AWP versus AWP. Skadoodle with a jumping peek, goes for the frag. Tags the leg, Fallen down 17 HP. No pot shots. He doesn't know where the bomb is planted just yet. Skadoodle switched out to the M4. He'll know he tagged him. He'll know he only requires 1 bullet. Molly coming into the... I was going to say bank area, but he doesn't know if Skadoodle is in the bank, on the truck, on the other side where the bomb's planted. He essentially Molotov himself off the bomb for a while he's looking for the frag. But an easy frag for Skadoodle in the end.
And once again, a very simple round there from Cloud9. Just great mid-round decisions after they get the frag. Usually you can see a lot of teams actually commit to a site as soon as they get that entry kill. However, Cloud9 is just playing super passive, just playing very disciplined, waiting to see if KEYD will do any aggressions. And if they don't, they just push forward to the A site and do a simple execute.
So, KEYD Stars going to get some pistols out and the scout onto zqkS. We've got a double peek coming in to connect here, but Sean is just waiting, giving himself that 1 versus 1 with maximum coverage from both the walls. There's a first frag. Fallen will go down soon afterwards, so standard anti-eco play here. Still no aggression from KEYD Stars, still the remaining players, like in B for example, not going for any push. It's going to hold the side of Monster, try and find themselves some cheap frags. might see more movement from the CTs now that the numbers are limited indeed. The flank is finally coming in, but it's all too late here for Keystars as Cloud9 move up long towards the A sites. Nothing holding the flank as well. Just outside the connector area, where zqkS is stuck between a rock and a hard place. He will announce his scout as nothing. Takes down boltz coming out of connector. So zqkS should be going down soon as well. Steel disappears after taking down Sean. zqkS is stuck between the flank and the plays on the site. He heads towards the site. Skadoodle gets tagged. fREAKAZOiD comes in to make the save, and Skadoodle will survive with 10 HP.
And it's so hard for KEYD to make any good decisions at this point because Cloud9 has done the fast B push. They have also done the fast long push, which means Keystars are probably thinking, okay, we need a deep peek towards Monster. We also need to be aggressive on A to stop the fast A push. And you can't do both things at once, so it's very, very hard position here for KEYD.
It is indeed. And C9 have yet more executes that they haven't even shown yet. 4-round advantage now, and this T side is looking monstrous for Cloud9, but they will have to defend on their CT side, but KEYD will need more rounds on the board. So, double orbs coming out again for Keystars. The nades are limited now. They started with some aggressive positions towards A, but they're starting to move back. Now Cloud9 finally have a lurker that is nothing towards the B bomb site, which will stop any funny business from KEYD for the moment. The bomb is headed over towards the B bomb site now, as Sean becomes the lurker towards A, keeping people busy as the creep starts. Looking for an opportunity, and that barrel player may be the distraction to get boltz the frag. He gets traded in by fREAKAZOiD, and here it comes. We've got the split now from short and from monster. fREAKAZOiD looking for the barrel pick, but Skadoodle gets there first. Sean Gares is going to follow up on fur very quickly indeed. 4 versus 2. zqkS holding an angle towards the bomb site. It's a 2-orb retake versus 4 players. One has gone down. Oh, there was a pot shot to be had there when he saw that nade coming up, but he waits for the peek, doesn't find the frag. And I don't know how much more there is for Keystars to do here.
Yeah, once again, they have to save. They will, however, save double op, which is something, I guess. But the way Cloud9 is playing now, they're just completely outplaying KEYD. KEYD were up 3-0, and Cloud9 is going to lead 8-3 after this round. And as I said earlier, it's very hard for KEYD to really do anything at this point. I feel like they have to be aggressive, though. Even though they're getting out-aimed, which means it's quite hard to be aggressive, they still need to be aggressive because they're playing way too passive now. They're just playing, as we saw, for example, the guy defending Monster. He got 1 kill and then immediately traded by fREAKAZOiD.
Yeah, and here we go. We're going to have some early aggression here. We're going to have some self-pod flashes for Fallen to go for the peak. But there's going to be no engagement here. We've got Sean in connector. The rest of the team is towards the B bomb site. zqkS goes for a late peek through monster. Skadoodle already and waiting here. We've got a player caught in connector as well. Sean on the chase, Fallen running for dear life. Push comes in onto the B bomb site. Steel finding the first frag. Steel can't find the second one. Shroud will survive with 50 HP. And Cloud9, that should be a nade over towards the barrel area. Indeed it will, but it's not going to make any, not going to land anywhere. Cloud9 are just slowing things down. They are dictating the pace of these rounds. And they have a man advantage. Again, Sean just lurking. And look at KEYD. They've got 1 player holding the A site from toilets looking towards long, leaving only 2 players for KEYD towards B, with 2 choke points to try and manage. Fallen finding a frag onto nothing, so that's a good start. But they will need more. They haven't seen the bomb. They don't know if how many players he has behind him. So they're still going to have stuck towards the A site until they have some identification as to what exactly is going on. Indeed, the rotation is coming in towards A, but we'll hear them. They're running all the way down short, and I think we're going to... He must have the sound cues. He's starting to move. boltz is sprinting for it, but the A site's already been lost. We'll hold on to long for now. Fallen with a frag onto Shroud as well. They could do this. 1 versus 3. All of a sudden, 10 seconds for Skadoodle to try and do something, and he is going to go down as well. So Keystars make it happen somehow.
Yeah, nice try there from Cloud9, though. I think they messed up the boost a bit when they tried to peek the barrels on the B site, which gave Fallen a bit of extra time to make that peek, getting that entry kill. But still, they got 2 frags, which means if they win this round, they will reset KEYD's economy. And they're already up 8-4, which means they're going to have a lead going into the second half anyway.
Okay, so we had Fer with very fast push into connector, but he came straight back out again. And there's a challenge now through Monster, which will be won by the T's with the trades. Trades coming in both ways though. Fallen pushes short as Monster is lost. He gets one player down, but fREAKAZOiD will come in to trade once more. And it's advantage C9 as they have the man advantage for a few seconds. Shroud getting eliminated by the nade of Fer now. zqkS looking from the upper position. Those stairs are quite useful for different angles on those peaks. You know, Adren from Team Liquid uses those stairs as well with the AWP. So, Fer on the site. He is one of the kits as well. zqkS needs to try and hold things down there with the AWP. Fer's running out of time to go for defuse here. We've got the Molotovs on the site once again. And HE's bouncing off the pillar. That's really nice stuff from Cloud9. But it's not going to get them the round. Or will it? There isn't enough time for Fer, despite having a kit.
Yeah, awesome play there from Cloud9 using the Molotovs and HEs to just deny the defuse. And just once again walking out 4 people through Monster, and I'm kind of surprised that KEYD stars keep taking these positions where you get 1 kill, you have nowhere to escape, so you will be traded immediately. Usually you want to stand a bit back in the beginning of the round, stand towards the seedy water, because from there you can just take a peek, fall back, wait for the rotation, and then just try to... You can even let the terrorists plant. We see Fnatic Flush are playing that position perfectly, where he lets them plant and just wait for the rotation and just keep all 5 players alive and then just win the retake.
Right, so Fallen trying to spot with the scouts. And he will spot some information. zqkS with the P250 to get a frag onto nothing, but of course the trade coming in from the AKs. So, 4 versus 4 here. Minutes on the clock for Cloud9 to play with. And KEYD Stars still only have the Scout, a CZ, a P2000, and a USP. Scout spots some information and will get out of there. They'll play the numbers game with the CTs if they can. Again, they have limited equipment. That nade will be avoided by Steel. Have a bit of a... That's really nice there. Basically gets a pre-fire in based on the shadow coming through. And that's a dink onto Shroud, left with 37 HP. Fallen looking to follow up on these players now. Taking down FREAKAZOiD. Can he get any more? Steel in the middle of the smoke. He's looking to try and punish a plant maybe. But Sean will find him before he can do exactly that. Sean goes for the plant now. Shroud going down. Just Sean versus 3. Many angles for him to hold. There's the first one. boltz and Fallen both heavily tagged. Sean can do this. But he is tagged as well. Now it's just him versus the Scout, which is reloading. He must have heard the reload there. He went for a fake flash with the gun. And he will clutch it around for his team.
A great decision making there from Sean, just going for the challenges, because he knows it's very unlikely that they will have Kevlar. So falling back there only risks him getting flashed or something. So it's just best to just go for the peaks right away.
So 4 rounds on the board for KEYD Stars. Won't be an easy second half, whether it's 4 or 5. But they will hope it's 5. Only 1 kit on the CT side. That's going to be on Fer. Got the initial nades coming in to try and slow things down here. P90 putting in work. That's the bomb seen in the area, the sewer area near the connector. That doesn't mean that the bomb can still rotate to either side. But look at the aggression from KEYD Stars up above. They've got 1 person almost in T-spawn, 1 person outside connector. The third will rotate over towards the B-bomb site. And KEYD Stars are very well set up now to take this round. But they will still need the frags to go their way. And Skadoodle was taken down boltz. The flank starting to move forward from Fer, and he's going to have to get there faster as another frag goes the way of Cloud9. Fallen finding nothing. zqkS to take down Shroud as well. 3 versus 2. And the flank coming in the monster area. Bombs down on site. See, Fer's just creeping as zqkS tries to pressure connector. But he'll have limited bullets with the Silence Stem 4. And now Fer's flank gets flanked by Sean Gares through monster. Only down to Skadoodle now. 9 HP versus 6 HP. Next hit wins. Bomb gets planted. Skadoodle has no idea where the last CT may be. Will he hear a sound cue from zqkS? That's going to be the frag, and it will be 5 rounds to the 10. Cloud9 in the lead.
A very good half here from Cloud9. Cloud9 losing the pistol round. They were down 3-0, managing to win 10-5. And it's going to be very, very tough for KEYD Stars to come back into this game. They basically have to win the pistol round, and after that, just keep resetting Cloud9's economy, force them to a lot of ecos. Because I have a very hard time seeing them playing as well as Cloud9 did here. They just played this half perfectly, almost in every single way. They just had a lot of different executes. did go for the default for the fast long play, did a lot of fast B plays. If they got the entry kill, they just fell back, just played it safe, see if there were any aggression. So textbook stuff here from Cloud9.
New Cloud9 continuing to impress this time here in Montreal. Next week it'll be in Valencia. And I know that they're going to be living out of a suitcase for about a month and a half. So we're going to see them all over the place. So second pistol round now. C9 starting on the favoured CT side. So in response to Jordan throwing nades over the train yard, they have made the train start with a certain timing, but for now it's going to be pistols. One person down for either side. We're seeing rotations coming in from the Cloud9 team as KEYD stars battle for the other half of the site. Nothing is hiding underneath the bomb area in the water, waiting for his teammates to rotate. Maybe he'll try a sneaky smoke push or see what he can find on the edge. There's one frag, instantly traded though. Took a bit of damage from a teammate as well. 2 versus 2 now. Sean Gares with only 6 HP. Needs to find the frags and find them fast. Skadoodle running distraction. Sean finds a frag. This will be down to Steel, who survives with 99. And KEYD stars win a very important round.
Yeah, that was a must-win for KEYD. And I wonder if Cloud9 will go for the force buy. They're up 10-6 as CT. And they're going to go for the force buy. I mean, CT Overpass is probably the easiest map to win the second round force by a CT, but seeing that they were up 10-5, I would actually just opt to go for the simple P250 buy and just try to pressure the economy. Double scout on Skadoodle and Sean.
Let's see if they try to go for the double tags together or if they will spread out and spot elsewhere. There's a fast rotation from the CTs. They know it's going to be B, and the other two are coming through A to try and join their teammates. KEYD stars being a bit tentative at the moment. Haven't really done that much damage apart from onto fREAKAZOiD. Bunch of smokes out, and now the entire C9 team is here. Up above is not smoked. There's nobody in sewer to throw the smoke there. And Skadoodle is just taking pot shots across all of these KEYD stars players. 3 versus 3 now. Nothing goes down, but Steel and Fur heavily tagged. boltz not doing well either. That's the bomb down. Skadoodle finding another one. He found himself 4 frags from the balcony area and then pushing onto the site itself. That was a disaster for KEYD stars.
Yeah, and also very cool defense there from Cloud9, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's how you want to defend B on Overpass. You just want to fall back into the city water, keep the terrorists in the T water outside of Monster, and as you could see there, they were just stuck there. They couldn't get up. They had a scout on the high ramp on the balcony, and there's nothing you can do.
So KEYD reduced to the KEYD stars reduced to the Tech 9s. That's what I was trying to say, and the P250. One flash onto Fur. This round's going to be about economical damage to the CT economy and about trying to plant the bomb. Now you can see Cloud9 have moved to passive positions here, of course, on the anti-eco situation. Sean, look at the timing, just looks away as somebody crosses long. I don't know if he heard a sound cue. I don't think he did, as he's checking the left, but there is someone to the right, and that's boltz. Flash coming in now, and boltz no armor is going to go down to only the one shot there from Sean Gares. Trying to do some more damage, but Skadoodle nothing is stealing all the kills. Only Steel left, bomb on the floor. And this will be a fail for KEYD stars.
Yeah, Steel with a flank doesn't manage to get another kill, so only one frag there from KEYD stars, which means, of course, that Cloud9 will be able to build up a small bank, and they just need to buy every round KEYD stars. They can't eco, because that means Cloud9 will build a bank, and as I said earlier, they need to force Cloud9 to a lot of ecos if they want to come back into this game.
Yeah, KEYD stars will lament that second round in this half, where they had no answers to the situation, and here they are now in an even more difficult one. 3 Galils, 1 AK, and just a Tech 9 onto boltz. If he can get closer, he can get in some work, but look at this. This is a slaughterhouse, and it's advantage CTs, only Fur remaining. Gets one more frag, but the nade from Shroud will finish things off here. 3 plays down for Cloud9, actually. That's important. But Cloud9 are now on 13 rounds.
Yeah, and KEYD still must go for a very, very low buy. We're going to see Tech 9, and they must buy here. They cannot go for the eco. They're actually opting to go for the eco here. I mean, they have an opening to actually force Cloud9 to an eco if they win this one. So they really should have gone for the force buy here, considering they're down 6-13 as T on Overpass.
Yeah, the long-term implications maybe not being considered here by the Brazilian side. Skadoodle with the opening entry onto Fur, and he will move into a more passive position with more support from his teammates. Nice dink onto fREAKAZoiD, but he will go for the full spray with the P90. Steel going down. Only 3 players remaining for KEYD. That could be an entry to try and get a plant, but the remaining 2 Ts are separated. That's the bomb down, miles away from boltz. Full rotation coming in every second that passes now is just another signature on the death sentence for boltz. Takes 1 down with him, and now the buy comes out from the Brazil side.
We see a full set of smokes, 2 Molotovs. KEYD is a team that's known for doing a really cool execute. Let's see if they can do an execute here. Usually see the early execute towards the B side, but the bomb is going towards A, so probably going to be a default opening into an A push.
Shroud AWPing with Skadoodle on the AK. Shroud sitting on $8,000 plus. I think it was a timing pick, indeed it was. You can see them exchanging the weapons there. So give me that back, you fraud. Take this AK instead. So, now this is something we didn't see from KEYD, where they've been forced basically to have a slow approach to A, as they have no idea what's safe and what's not, especially after the pick from Skadoodle in the previous round. Sean Gares will smoke himself off, but the bomb was almost on the flank there, but that might have turned out into a disaster. So, KEYD more or less sort of in control of connector for now, but they need to be scared of the flank coming up a bit later. You can see Steel in the water there, but can they cross? Steel, Sean in his position could make things difficult for the Ts later on. Skadoodle spots 1 in long, and the bomb is soon to join. Sean goes down in connector, so that's the options open for KEYD once more. 4 versus 4 now, with 30 seconds left on the clock. Bomb moving away from long into toilet, so I think it's going to go towards B. zqkS heading down into connector to ensure safe passage, and in fact the CT seem to be rotating towards the B bomb site. Steel now looking for an entry, going to be able to get past the Molotov before the payload goes off. Takes down Shroud, the rotation comes back from the CT. 3 versus 3, fallen only 4 HP, goes down immediately to fREAKAZoiD. Now you've got to watch out because Skadoodle's on the warpath with that AWP. With 2 teammates for support. Nothing goes down to Steel. 2 versus 1 now as Skadoodle gets the AWP rattling off. So zqkS on short versus 2. Goes for the fast push. Takes down Skadoodle. He's got flames to contend with, and fREAKAZoiD will bait and punish. Match point to Cloud9.
A great decision making there from fREAKAZoiD, realizing it's very likely that the terrorist is gonna expect the full defuse because of the Molotov, so he just aims at the Molotov, and as we saw, there was a terrorist pushing through that Molotov. He gets the kill and is able to defuse. And 9 rounds now in a row for KEYD if they want to force this game into overtime.
Alright, so every round is a must-win here for KEYD. Sean going for the early pick. Only sees 1 player, but there are indeed 2. Are we going to see a push for this smoke? No, we won't. We can't afford to take those risks. And but look at the support already in the sewer. Had 2 players there for Cloud9 just in case they're needed. Sean finding a smoke. Sorry, a shot. I think that was through the smoke. I didn't actually see it. Either way, it's early advantage for KEYD here. I mean for Cloud9. KEYD with some positioning towards the toilet area, but again they're at the man disadvantage. Bomb left in a passive position just outside of T spawn, slowly moving to join teammates who continue their advance towards A.
And 3 players very deep on the B side, so they actually have an opening here to push A.
Sean reloading in open play, gets taken down by boltz, but the numbers are still in their favour. This is one of the better maps to have 4 people on the CT side because of the speed of the rotations. Nice timing on that Molotov there will slow down the push here from KEYD. Skadoodle taking down boltz as well. 4 versus 2 now. And the days for KEYD here look numbered. And that's going to be a 0-2 for KEYD in their first 2 matches. Cloud9 taking it 16-6.
Yeah, that was very impressive from Cloud9. Just completely demolished KEYD from the beginning to end. I mean, there's not much to say about it.
Yeah, KEYD had no answer for Cloud9, and again, I know for a fact that they still have more in the bag than what they showed there. So they've done their homework on this map, and it's paid off for them. But it was really brutal to see when that second round on the second half, where KEYD moved into the site, and then they were just stuck And every second that ticks past, that situation is only going to get worse for them.
Yeah, you have to force yourself up onto that site, and you almost have to force yourself down into seeded water. By seeded water, I mean the water that's under the seated balcony. Because if you don't control that, the seeders can just go up and down that ramp. At the same time, they can have a scout at the balcony area, and it's so difficult to do anything as T, because they can just go for the peekaboo style. This show their head and go down all the time. So as T, you just have to push, and usually that's why you want to go more people through short towards B, because then you can go out short, go straight to the left, and you can just clear the seeded water right away.
Yeah. Okay, so that's our second game in the bag. We'll have a quick look at the schedule now and see what's coming up here on the Face It TV ESWC stream, as there are a few matches to come. So the next one is going to be NIP versus LDLC White. Again, this is a team which NIP lost to at a previous ESWC when they were under the name Platinium. So that's going to be an interesting one. We will see if NIP can get any revenge there.
Yeah, LDLC White actually, I don't know if they won versus Liquid, but they lost 16-13, so it's a very, very close game.
I'm looking forward to seeing them.
Yeah, I mean, they could easily win one map versus NIP. I mean, surely NIP is favored to win the game. I mean, but still, if they get a good start, it's absolutely doable for them.
I quite like watching LDLC White because their decision-making between rounds is very different to other teams. They are more conservative with their ecos and other things, so they have their own style, basically, which I quite like, so I'm looking forward to seeing them soon. But we're going to go to the break for now, and we'll try and put a time up as soon as we get some information over from Montreal as to what time it will start. But in the meantime, stay tuned, and we will see you hopefully soon.
Just a big wave.